Authorities are currently investigating the phenomenon.
Breaking news this morning, residents of Toronto are waking up to reports of an unexplained celestial phenomenon lighting up the sky. Witnesses describe it as a massive, glowing red orb hovering ominously over the city. Authorities have no answers and social media is exploding with speculation. We're calling it the Scarlet Dome.
It was like something out of a sci-fi movie.
From a scientific perspective, this is unprecedented.
This footage, captured just after 5:20 a.m. near High Park, shows the bizarre object, somewhere between a planet and a mirage, pulsing faintly behind storm clouds.
I thought it was the sunrise at first, but it was too
Red, too still, like something watching us. If this were a weather...
City officials confirm radar detected nothing, and Environment Canada has no records of atmospheric conditions that could explain this. We've reached out to NASA and the Canadian Space Agency. Both say they're that could explain this. We've reached out to NASA and the Canadian Space Agency. Both say they're analyzing data. If this were a weather balloon or drone, we'd know. The color, the scale, the lack of any heat signature, it defies current science. Online, theories range from secret military tech to, well, visitors. But experts warn against jumping to conclusions, though they admit they're doing the same. So, what was it? A trick of the light? A classified experiment? Or something beyond our understanding? Stay tuned. We'll bring you updates as this story literally unfolds from the skies above.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the spirit. Now, this video you saw here is AI completely. This is all AI. Okay, in case somebody getting their feeling, man, that's AI. That's an AI video. There ain't no real video, bro. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You know, but this is based on an event that did transpire, I think last week, maybe last weekend, if I'm not mistaken. And I know brothers briefly spoke on it at camp Saturday. Or not, one brother did a lesson on it from what I can recall. Somebody said, you know, because it looks like the sun. It looks like a sun. And the crazy part about it is that 2 weeks ago, the brother and myself, we had went to the store. And I was telling him, because we was driving and we seen the sun, what it appears to be like in a cloud of smoke. It was a clear day, but the sun was hiding behind clouds like a thick, or like a thin layer of smog, if it make any sense. It wasn't storm clouds, it wasn't like rain clouds, but it looked like smoke. And from what the brother was telling me, he said, well, those are from the wildfires in Canada, you know, allegedly. But nonetheless, the sun did look like this. But then when we were speaking on it Saturday, brothers were like, well, this ain't no sun. This is like a ship or a chariot or something. So to this day, I really don't know. But nonetheless, the scriptures speak about events like this. All right. And signs in the heavens to let us know that we're close to the return of Yahweh Shai and the collapse of this wicked ass kingdom finally. So these are videos here. Because like I said, I saw this maybe 2 weeks ago, or what it appeared to be. Look, but it was just the sun, you know, but this could be a whole different event. But apparently these are videos here that people call real footage. So let's see what it says.
That's there, that's there.
And that's not the sun. That can't be the sun because the sunset is over there.
That's a planet.
The sunset is over there.
Mommy, that's a planet.
And the moon is up here.
So that must
Shit.
be a planet.
The moon is above us.
I don't see. That's there, that's there. See, that's there, that's there.
And there's not the
And people saying this is AI. And this is the crazy part about it is because you can't distinguish what's really anymore. Like I got 2 videos from AI and the video in my phone. And it just like they look like real videos. You know what I'm saying? They look like real footage. Like what's real anymore? And AI has totally deceived people into not even believing in reality. So when things do happen, people are going to write it out of their minds like, well, this is fake. This is AI. But everything ain't AI. And now why I can't vouch for this and say that it's not I mean, this has been popping up. And like I said, when we saw it a couple of weeks ago, it was the sun on our behalf. Okay, but the crazy part about it is it was a clear forecast in our forecast down here, but it looked like it was hiding behind like a thin layer of smoke. Like, you know how it is when wildfires are in the air, it blocks out the sun. But we had a full sun, but it looks like this. But in that case, it was the sun and not some type of extraterrestrial phenomenon as people were saying, you know. But hold on, let's get another video because we clearly at the end. People saying there was a ship behind the sun or whatever it may be. Some people say it could have been a chariot behind the sun or whatever, but that's kind of strange. But then again, you got Project Bluebeam. You got all types of phenomena. It's like we're in a simulation almost. But you can't count these things out because Howard Shai did say strange wonders was going to come on the earth. So you can't count this out and just write everything off that you see. And then everything, you can't hop on everything you see either, because there is a lot of deep fakes, a lot of AI out here. You know, there is a lot of false images out here. So you have to be careful on what you're reporting on. But what are the chances that this video here, this is in Florida, this is in Toronto? So you want me to believe that both this shit is AI? Have at it. Somebody said God's chariots. So yeah, man, something is definitely up. Keep this.
That's Mars, bro. Is it? Yeah. It is Mars, bro. I can see. Elon. Elon! Beam me up, Elon!
Yeah, so you guys are being stupid, of course.
What is it, this one?
Moon.
What's this?
Red moon.
So yeah, man, something is definitely going on. Random times. It says large and rare celestial objects spotted in the sky over Toronto, Canada. Scientists are baffled. Even in Florida, though, because the first video I got, it was a video taken in Florida. It says, but it was neither the sun nor moon. Residents of Toronto, Canada were stunned when they spotted a large reddish shadowy object in the sky during the early morning of June 3rd. It says, according to the reports, the glowing spear described by witnesses as otherworldly and apocalyptic was seen hovering low over the horizon just above the skyline near downtown. It says the sighting lasted approximately 45 minutes from 5:20 a.m. to 6:05 a.m. local time. And like I mentioned, when I saw it, it was the sun, you know, because me and the brother, you know, we was going to the store and all the wildfires from Canada allegedly was down here in the States. And, you know, what it appears to be a red ball, but it was actually the sun that was clouded in smoke from the fires. That do happen. But even then, it still looked at it looked at ominous almost, like it was something deeper than that, if that makes sense. But it says various videos and images of the said celestial object have since gone viral on social media. It was like a scene from a sci-fi movie, said a jogger, Alyssa Canavero, who witnessed the strange object. At first, I thought it was the rising sun, but it was too large, too red, completely still. But according to authorities in Toronto, they are unaware of any known celestial bodies or atmospheric abnormalities that could explain the phenomenon. But we are investigating the incident in coordination with the Environment of Canada and several astronomical agencies. So there you go. Now, if this is AI and if this is just a joke, then, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, I stand corrected on that. but I haven't heard anything else about it. So let's see, because we don't want to put out misinformation either. But let's see what Google has to say. Red orb spotted over Canada. See what it says. And nobody really saying too much about it. I don't think it made the news either. That's weird. But anyway, Sirach 36, and I'm going to start at verse 6. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. So we're witnessing, even if that's not a real event, which it could be, we're witnessing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, like I was preaching to the brothers at the camp. I said, don't be surprised when the waters and so forth of Babylon start turning into blood. These things are going to happen, man, because the Lord has to get the attention of these people one way, because they're too proud. You can't tell them anything, and they're just arrogant as all hell. You know, so the Most High gotta literally, you know, show his hand in this thing, man. To the point, going back into Egypt, when those plagues hit Egypt, that was supernatural. Hey, we're in those times, man. You may wake up one day and may go and take a shower, and it may be blood that come out of your faucet, man. And you have to put these in the mind of realism, because these things can very well transpire, because waters around the world have been turning red. But not likely in the States. But what type of, what more if Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gets the attention of these people? And that's really going to intensify and promote the faith of the hopeful men of the Lord, the elect. Because, I mean, we need to see signs. Well, we don't need to see them, but we prefer to see signs like that to let us know that the Lord is with us, man. And let us know, look, the countdown is imminent. I can't wait till I wake up and turn on the breaking news. Oh, my God, the Missouri River just turned blood red, or Lake Michigan or Lake Erie or Huron, or, you know what I'm saying, Lake Hudson, whatever you want to call it, turns bloody red, you know. And that can very well happen, even though Esau will blame it on some type of, oh, that's just red algae and red tide because the mountains and the geysers bust and the underground volcano erupt and it spewed out red mud and all this other bullshit, he would say. But reality of it is the supernatural is getting ready to make a stand back in the earth. Okay, all this synthetic shit that Esau has been doing as far as manipulating the weather and staging riots and weather events and all this other stuff, even though it's the left hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we ready to start seeing events transpire with no explanation. I'm talking about blood moons popping up out the blue just because, something that's not even predicted in a forecast. You know, sun turning into just one day you wake up, there's no sign of a solar eclipse on the horizon, and all of a sudden the whole world goes dark. Waters turn to red. This is the signs that we are hearkened to see, and brothers, pray for that, man. Because I got a feeling that the Lord is getting ready to really he's getting ready to release the supernatural plagues on this place, man. You know, you don't give Esau credit for shit. You know, we tired of giving him credit. Oh, well, maybe Esau did. Esau, he's not in control of anything, but nonetheless, the Lord uses him to do things. But let's start seeing the supernatural aspects of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, not Esau using the fucking heart machine to create artificial weather. You know, it's just like, okay, we know Esau is behind it. But it says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation and pour out thy wrath, or pour out wrath and take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Take the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works, man. So this is what we're waiting on. We're waiting to see the works on a whole nother scale, intensified, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Luke 21, and I'm going to start at verses 25. And it says, the return of Yahweh Shai gives you the signs. And there should be signs in the sun. Shit, clearly we thought that was the sun. At least when we seen it, it was the sun. It says, in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. the sea and waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them for fear, heart attacks, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven should be shaken, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draw nigh. So yeah, brothers, hey, start expecting things to go left, man. We don't have that much time left. The Lord is getting ready to the boogaloo this goddamn kingdom, man. All right, because hey, Trump said it. He said, look, anybody that's protesting with masks on is subject to arrest. But wait a minute. Why ain't I getting locked up for vandalizing shit? But you arrest me for a freaking mask? And that's all because he wants identification on people through Palantir. So that shows you how close this global system is up and running. And I believe that Trump will be the man that get this system up and running, man, because what he didn't accomplish his first 4 years, hey, he's going to accomplish this term, Lord's will. That's why we call him Trump 2.0, because it's looking like Trump will be that dude to bring in the mark of the beast, man, if everything goes according to the spirit. And it says, and he spake to them a parable, and behold, the fig tree and all the trees, when they were yet now forth shoot, ye see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise, when you see all these things, or when you see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. So there you go, man. All right. Just stay vigilant. You know, keep praying. Ask Yahweh Shem Shai to increase these strange wonders, man. We the men of the Lord, then we have power through the Spirit to declare these things, and they will happen if you believe, man. All right. So anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Shai. Lord's will, you will edify. Until the next lesson. Shalom.